Did you know that one of my favorite movies is Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho? This classic film premiered in 1960 and arguably created the slasher flick. At the time, Janet Leigh was one of the most famous actors. The fact that she was killed off within the first third of the film was unheard of. However, Hitch knew that audience members walking into the film halfway through would be confused or angry when they didn't see Leigh on the screen. See, in 1960, it was not unusual to walk into films late or partway through. Thus, Hitch created a marketing campaign stating that no late admissions would be allowed. This was something that theater owners opposed, but he knew that lategoers would feel cheated. The practice proved so successful, now arriving late is unheard of. The killing of your biggest name was a trick utilized later in the Scream franchise when Drew Barrymore dies in the opening act. The film is based off of Robert Bloch's book, which Hitch bought the rights for anonymously, and then made his team buy as many copies as they could find in order to keep the ending secret. Originally, Paramount Pictures, who distributed the film, did not want to make Psycho, so the budget they gave was extremely low. In response, Hitch chose to film it in black and white when color was completely available. He also used his Alfred Hitchcock Presents TV crew as opposed to a film crew and filmed at the Universal Studios backlot. Janet Leigh took a quarter of her normal fee to appear, only due to the director's reputation. The film cost $800K to make, yet in 1966, CBS bought the TV rights for $450K. At the Oscars, both Janet Leigh for supporting actress and Alfred Hitchcock for director were nominated. Neither won, and it would be the last director nomination that Hitchcock ever received. A few other facts: the movie was roughly based on the murderer Ed Gein, who has also inspired Buffalo Bills in Silence of the Lambs and Leatherface in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He died on July 26, 1984, which happens to be the day I was born. Finally, you probably know this, but Janet Leigh is mother of another Scream queen, Jamie Lee Curtis, who was partially cast in Halloween due to this very connection. Janet joined Jamie in the Halloween franchise, appearing in Halloween H2O, where she plays Norma, and can be out to drive the same old car her character drove in Psycho. Well, hint of the Psycho theme plays. It was a beautiful nod to her legacy. Psycho is a cinematic masterpiece that still holds up today and is worth a watch any day, so go check it out. Bye!